when Jesus walked along the road, his walk for peace, hundreds and thousands of people approached him. And in the gospel stories, we hear that he healed many people who were sick, people who were blind received their sight, people who were lame could walk, lepers were healed. And sometimes those people who were so in need cried out to him. They said, Lord, have mercy on me. And that's where we get the Kyrie eleison. Lord, have mercy on us. Christe eleison. Christ, have mercy on us. I'll sing the line. Just sing it with me. Kyrie eleison. Christe eleison. Kyrie eleison. Christe eleison. Kyrie eleison. Christe eleison. Kyrie eleison. Christe eleison. I wish all the world's problems could be solved so easily. Offer our political leaders something they could chew on for a while and be at peace. Wouldn't it be lovely? One of the things that Jesus said in his last night was, do this in remembrance of me, or remember me in the breaking of the bread. Remember me. It's a very poignant request from someone who's about to die. Please remember me. We live in an age of forgetfulness. Gore Vidal once said, we live in the United States of amnesia. Okay. Not only do we not know our own history, we don't know much about the world's history either. It's like it didn't exist, it doesn't exist, it doesn't matter, it's not important. Well, truth is, it does matter. And to remember is really, really important. Turns out, after all. So tonight I thought, because of the day it is, Friday, we would remember Jesus in his 7 last words. It's often referred to as his 7 last words. As he was on the cross in the Roman execution device, he spoke. Mm-hmm. It's like, do you have any last words to say? Kind of request a man sentenced to death. And Jesus spoke. And what he said, I believe, is an offering of, good try, an offering, a direction, a guide for how to live. In his last breath, in his dying, he offered us a guide through his 7 last words. So let's think about that for a moment. Let's remember each of those 7 last words, sentences, whatever it is, and see how they might be a guide for living. What's one of the things he said?
Why have you abandoned me?
Right. He cried out to God, his Abba, his daddy, father. And we can only imagine the cry, the voice, the tone, the emotion as he cried out, why, my God, he said, why have you abandoned me? Everybody else abandoned him. So the question was valid. There he was, left alone, being killed by government, by political, religious authorities. And he cries out to God, why have you abandoned me? How can that possibly be a guide for living? Any thoughts on that?
We're going to hit those spots.
Pardon?
We're going to hit those spots.
We're going to hit those spots where we feel abandoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disconnected.
Right. And to cry out in those moments is so deeply human.
Yeah.
And why is it good to cry out in those moments? Why have you abandoned me? What good does that possibly do?
It's like a child or a baby wailing out to release energy, express itself,
Yeah,
to be heard.
right. Exactly. And isn't it, remember our poem called Love Dogs?
Mm-hmm.
In the very crying out, there is connection. In that kind of energy, as you say, that we unleash, release to God, there is that communion. So absolutely. Why, my God, why have you abandoned me? It's still an expression of trust, isn't it? You know, he doesn't say, that's it, I'm done trusting in you, you know. But he actually, in his agony, asks the question to the one he trusts. Why? It's a very powerful, beautiful moment. What's another thing he said?
Into your hands I commit my spirit.
Yeah. And there again is the deep trust. In spite of everything. You know? And many people would say at that moment, there's nothing. There's no God. But he, steadfast, deeply trusted. And into your hands he said, I'm coming. Here I come. Open up your arms, God.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Can't wait to be embraced by you. This has not been a very happy last day of my life. Here I come. You know? It's a beautiful trust expression, energy released. What else did you say?
Going through appropriate for these days. Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing.
Right, exactly. Right. Yeah. With all that's going on today, we could become very angry, bitter, hateful. Right? But Jesus says, no. He says, look at them. Look into them. You see, they don't know what they're doing. They really don't. They think they do, but they don't. And the same for us. You know, we think we know what we're doing, but we don't. And so, Father, forgive us too. It's a beautiful way to live. The gangs on the south side of Chicago have that as their number one rule. Forgive everyone everything. That's a good rule. What else did he say? Is it time for us to take a walk? Maybe just a listen.
And you said that's the number one rule for the gang members?
Yeah, yeah. I'm friends with this group of Christian community that works with gang members, and the gang members who are working with this community, this Christian community, have adopted a rule of life: forgive everyone everything as fast as you can, because otherwise one death leads to another.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. See, we're going to have hours of this. What else did he say? Red, white, blue here. What did he say to his mother? Ouch. What did he say to his mom? Remember? She was right there below him, standing up, looking upon her son on the cross. What did he say to her?
Mother, behold your son.
Yeah. He said, Mom, look at your son. Who is he talking to? John, right. He was talking about John, his student, his friend, the beloved writer of the gospel. He said, Mom, there's your son. And then he said,
There's your mom.
there's your mom, John. What was he saying?
It looked like he was passing the baton of
Yeah.
him being her son now.
Yeah.
Shifted to him in between you two.
she would be taken care of by John. And John would be taken care of by her. They would become mother and son. She lost a son, she gained a son. Yeah. Very practical and loving final words, isn't it? Yeah. It's like we have very practical, caring about people to do. What else did he say? What's your reaction? What about the criminal on the cross hanging next to him?
Mhm.
What did he say to that criminal?
The way I've heard it, just recently too,
Yeah.
was someone theorized that the penitent thief was the first canonized individual ever
Mm.
who was promised that he would be with Jesus in
Right.
heaven immediately.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so how does that story go? Can you tell it? Like, who said what first? You got the picture. Jesus is on the cross in the
Yeah.
center. There's somebody who's convicted of a crime to his left, also on a cross. Someone who's convicted of a crime on the right, also on the cross.
yeah, the two others were squabbling,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember what the
Remember what the fight was about?
that he was innocent, that Jesus was innocent. They
Yeah.
both belong there,
Yeah.
but
'cause-
Jesus was innocent.
Right. Right. One of them said to the other person on the cross, I'm sorry, one of them said to Jesus, actually, hey, we hear you're the Messiah.
Oh yeah,
Get yourself.
get us off of here.
Get yourself out of here and save us while you're at it.
Yeah.
What kind of Messiah are you? Not very powerful apparently. So he's actually mocking Jesus
Mhm.
while they're on the cross, dying.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about humanity's dumb, He just doesn't get it, even in those moments. And then the other, called thief or whatever person on the cross, responds to the first person and says, stop it, knock it off, you idiot. Don't you know? We did our crime, We deserve some kind of punishment. Maybe not necessarily crucifixion, but this guy, he's totally innocent. He hasn't done anything except challenge the powers that be, And then Jesus very beautifully turns to that person on the cross. You can just imagine him turning his head, right, and saying something like, today, you'll be with me in paradise.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about desired words, Jesus deeply believed there was a life after this life. And he was going there. And he was going to take this, I'm guessing you as a young man, I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but this young person, he's going to take this young person with him. That to me is amazing. It's like, have you ever seen the movie What Dreams Come
Mm-hmm.
with Robin Williams? It's an amazing movie about a man and a woman who love each other so deeply, and then tragedy strikes. And the kids die, and he dies, and she's left alone. And Robin Williams plays this man who is so deeply in love with his wife that even in his death, he says, because she ends up in a terrible place, he goes to that place
Mm-hmm.
to rescue her, even as someone who has died. It's amazing, amazing story, movie. And it's sort of based on the Orpheus Eurydice story in Greek mythology, where, again, two people love each other so deeply, and one dies, and he goes to the underworld to bring her out.
Mhm.
And he has to face all kinds of challenges. Yeah, so there it is. Today, Not tomorrow, you know. You're going to be with me in paradise, Jesus said. That's a good one. What else did he say?
I thirst.
Yeah, that's, you know, and we talk about, you know, another world, paradise, heaven, another dimension beyond this world. That's a good thing to remember. Keep in mind, it's not just this world. But then, I thirst. How does that help us at all? I mean, obviously he was thirsty. I mean, he was suffocating, actually. Mouth is dry. How is that possibly a help to live our lives?
It's all very forgiving, like the innocence of a child after wailing and telling his friends they'll be okay. He's like, you know what? I'm actually kind of thirsty. You know,
Yeah, isn't it?
can someone just,
It's so honest, isn't it?
yeah.
It's so authentic, so, again, deeply human. Yeah, so vulnerable. There it is. That's the way to live. Do we recognize our thirsts? Can we express them? You know, one of the beautiful ways of nonviolent communication is to start a sentence with, I need. Not you did this or you do that, but I need. It's an acknowledgement. Wait a minute, you got this, and you still going, all right, that's it, much better. And Deanna didn't go to all that trouble for nothing, right? Look at that, okay.
Bored, Dad.
Yeah, I'm getting bored, yeah. What else did Jesus say? Are we close to the end of his sayings?
Yep. It is finished.
It is finished. That's an unusual thing to say, unless you're Jesus.
Yeah.
And you have a mission in your life, and you've accomplished it.
Yeah.
And the tremendous relief, satisfaction, even in his suffering, to be able to say, yeah, I did it. Remember, he didn't want to do it in the garden, right? He said, please, if there's any other way. But in that moment on the cross, he finally says, it's finished.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished, right? Eat your heart out, Tom Cruise. Yeah. And then, and I think we covered all the words, right?
Yeah.
Then what does he do? Before he dies. Whoop, we got the hiccups. Whoop. Oh, we got the hiccups, don't you? Whoop. 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 He does one last thing with his voice. The story says he let out a loud cry and gave up his spirit and died. Oh, look. See this? No, not that, this. Yeah. Okay, now we can play. And that's also practical for us, because sometimes there are no words. We've had people that have come here and have literally gone into the forest, sometimes not waiting to go into the forest, and just howled and wailed. And that's okay. It'd be nice to have a little notice on that, but you know, the loud cry is all part of being human. You know? Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, at nighttime we hear this loud cry in the forest, sends shivers down my spine. We have theories as to what it is, right? But it's very human to just unleash the soul, the spirit, the emotion. If we had more of that, I think we'd be healthier, happier people. So good, actually. So, any other thoughts? Any other questions or comments on the 7 last words of Jesus? Oh, this is happy, isn't it? Oh, you want my side. Don't ever get in the way of her when she starts thrashing about like that. I made the mistake of doing that when she grabbed my sneaker. I still have a bruise on my leg from that. Yeah, very powerful thrasher, aren't you? You sure are. Yeah. Okay, gonna go back to your first love. Good girl.
A screaming competition in the forest. Just let it all out.
Are you gonna lead it?
Sure.
Okay. There is that kind of therapy, I
Yeah.
understand that. Yeah.
Same with people gathering in a group and just randomly laughing
Yes, you're right. That's-
in the forest.
yeah, right.
So if you want to do that route too, that's cool.
Maybe in our forest pathways we'll have to create a little alcove for the screamers and the laughers, the wailers, you know. Yeah.
This is the Wailing Woods.
The wailing woods.
This is the Laughing Livestock.
There you go.
This is the Screaming Gophers.
See all those people?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, look at 'em all.
Isn't it wonderful? Look at all those people. You're gonna crawl over to Tim, are you? You're sneaky.
Like I want those toes.
Yeah.
Let the screaming begin.
Yes, it's screaming begin. Yeah. If ever you want a good representative of the human family, somebody who's, over the years, I've followed her writing, and she is just so good. Her name is Anne Lamott. Do you know the name?
Mhm.
Anne Lamott. She's so good. She's a recovering addict and so honest, so authentic, and her writings are loved by millions of people, literally. Anne Lamott is her name. I look to her these days and things are going sideways. Yeah. No. I see all those things over there, and you want here. I don't understand you. You want my shoe? All those love. I mean, I would chew on that myself. Yeah. Silly Billy. So I thought tonight we would close with a little Irish vocable, it's called. And it's an expression of longing, of desire. It can be lament, yearning. It's something to unleash sound in us. And, all right, I'll let you have it. I'm too tired to fight you. And the sound is Ochone. Ochone, spelled O-C-H-O-N-E. Ochone. Try it once. Ochone. Right. And occasionally in the Irish themselves, when they unleash their emotions through this vocable, they do oh ho no. Oh ho no. I like the no part. Did you take your, no, it's still on. Okay. Sweetie. Okay, let me show you something. See? Yeah, look at that. Anyway, so I'll start it, and there's room for improvisation, improverage, and we'll just do a little bit of oh ho no to close tonight.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, home. Oh, home. Oh, home. Sing it with me now. Of this day, in light of everything that's happening in this world, a cry, a longing, a prayer to sound. May we live our life in the ways that you want us to, following you, learning from your Spirit. Make me so.